Hi y'all, Kraken Latte here. I've got a short list of tips for you about how you can generate a bit of easy gold. Now these aren't going to be radical get-rich-quick tips. These aren't going to be about spamming dungeons or what you should craft. Rather, these are simple things that take little effort and can keep you from being broke, so long as you don't have crazy spending habits. So let's get right into it. Tip number 5. Loot every mob. No exceptions. Not only do gray items add up, you can loot crafting materials, bind on equipped gear, pets, mounts, or other items that you can vendor or sell on the auction house. A lot of this won't be sent to your mailbox if you skip it either, so don't take that chance. Tip number 4. Loot every gathering node and skin every mob. If you have herbalism, mining, or fishing, then it's highly likely you'll pass quite a few of these gathering nodes during your travels. It only takes a few seconds to swoop down and pick that flower, and doing so anytime you see one will add up. Think about all that easy gold you're skipping. This goes for skinners too. If you have skinning, skin what you kill and try not to be lazy. Tip number 3. Disenchanting on alts. If you're playing even only one other character, then you're no stranger to the amount of bind on pickup gear you come across. If this gear isn't from the current expansion though, then it doesn't vendor for much. So rather than vendoring it for a few gold, why not disenchant it instead? You could at least sell the materials and get a bit more out of it. This goes for bind on equipped gear too, but since you can sell those for transmog, make sure you check the price of the item before disenchanting or vendoring it. Tip number 2. Open lockboxes. While these aren't super common, it's likely you'll come across some every so often. Don't just vendor them. They can contain gold, materials, transmog, and some other things. Rogues can open them by default, but if you don't have one of those, blacksmiths, jewel crafters, and scribes can create items to open them as well, though those items are expansion specific. The rogue is the easiest option here. And tip number 1. Auction house everything daily. Now that you've been looting everything from Mog to Mats, you've got lots of stuff to sell. The auction house is much easier than it used to be, so even without the help of add-ons like Trade Skill Master, this is a simple task. I recommend doing this daily. Post all of your goods every day and things will eventually sell. Any item that can be used can be sold. This is a major factor in how I keep a stash of gold on me when I'm not actively raw gold farming. I do recommend getting TSM though, it does help speed things up. And there we have it. Those are some simple tips you likely already knew about, but doesn't hurt to have a refresher and gentle prodding to get you going. Thanks so much for watching, and remember, it's never too latte. This is the part where I ask you to like, comment, and subscribe. Doing at least one of those gets my videos recommended more. The higher these numbers are, the more YouTube likes me, and that helps me bring you more coffee-fueled content. I thank you so much for any support you choose to give.